to where the students can, on the whole, do, they can do a structure by a certain level. Some structures earlier than others.
Yeah, I mean, the exam data is a double-edged sword, because one way of looking at the errors in the exam data is that's why they fail. You know, if they got enough errors, they're going to fail. But I think Anne's point is really important, that when you look at the patterns over the levels, you see this classic developmental curve, this bell curve, which would be the same if you looked at how people learn to swim, or how they learn to play the violin, or how they learn to ride a bike. You know, you get on and you're riding safe, and then you start pedaling faster and trying to do fancy things, and you keep falling off. And then you learn not to fall off. So that curve, like that, is evidence of development. We might say, come back, Gary Selinker, all is forgiven. Interlanguage, you know, he didn't have the data at his disposal, the massive amounts of data back then in the 1970s, but the data is there now, and it suggests that, you know, the good learners, or most of them, are experimenting with the language. Lady here?
Yeah, I was thinking about that spike,
Mm.
and I was thinking, well, if it just goes back down, maybe we should just let it be, because that's just a natural progression. But then afterwards, I was suddenly thinking, well, the spike doesn't actually, the graph doesn't actually show a sort of chronological movement. It just shows that perhaps the people who are at C1 and C2
Mm.
are the people who have managed to overcome that rate, whereas maybe there are loads of people at B1 and
Yeah.
B2 who just gave up when didn't do this.
Really good point, that, yes. That the data, of course, isn't a chronological sample of the same students, exactly. So what it's showing you is what typically people do at each level.
The
Now-
results, sorry to interrupt, they are normalized. I was comparing like with like,
Yeah.
if you know what I mean. It wasn't the
yeah.
raw results.
But your point is really well taken, and that is that the people who survived to C2, you know, there are those who fell by the wayside on the way. I mean, to get over that problem, I've been involved with a similar project in the United States at Penn State University, a project called CALPER, C-A-L-P-E-R. Sounds like some kind of medieval dentist's instrument or something. But CALPER is a project where we are trying to look at development chronologically, you know, follow the same students chronologically by collecting corpora from the same students at different points. And in an ideal world, of course, that's what we do. But you know, it depends on how you read the evidence, doesn't it, really, what conclusions you draw. But that's a really good point. I think we're out of time. Thank you so much, all of you, for being so good audience.